Going to dinner. First drinks. Oh, here, let's get this Yellow Jacket Mine Fire. 1869. Misplaced candle. The rock in these sections remained hot for 3 years. First hotel in the Comstock, built in 1859. Early transient shelter was taken in dugouts and tents. Some of these were called hotels. Boarding and rooming houses sprang up with population. This is the first edifice known to Nevada to be worthy the name of a hotel. Cool. This building is the original stone and brick edifice erected on the site of the first recorded claim on what became the Comstock Lode, May 1st, 1859, one of the earliest hotels. It housed miners and notables, offering lodging, tavern, and barbershop. The historical marker was dedicated in 1966. So we're in the tavern at the Gold Hill Hotel. Isn't this cool? What a historic place. Got a fireplace here.
It's right before the start of the busy season.
Wow.
Yeah, last week it was packed, like you've never seen. It's been kind of steady, I'd say. That's their historical society. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm not exactly sure. I never asked them what I did, but they didn't say.
So this is the other part of the bar, if you don't want to sit right at the bar. And then there's a dining room in there. We'll be in there later for dinner. I didn't catch your name.
Will.
Will. Okay.
You as well.
So you had some Harvest Host people here the last couple nights, right? Or, yeah. When we checked in, Jill said there were some people out there.
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been too privy to it myself.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they haven't been here.
Right. I think she said they were there a couple nights and left this morning.
Yeah, we're just learning about Harvest Host. Different places we can take our raid.
And there you are.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh, hold on a second.
Need a little garnish?
Exactly. How dare I?
Wonderful.
And there you are.
Thank you.
Speaking of garnishes, I'm a terrible host here.
Ah,
There you go.
That's the worst slime I've ever seen. Let's try again over here. There. A little better.
Yeah, all right.
Much better.
Cheers.
Let me get pictures of our drinks. And you. Cheers.
Nice margarita.
I guess.
Especially in summer out here.
Yeah, I mean, the skins keep the animals warm, so why not humans?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Neat. Really neat. So are you the owner?
No, I'm the chef.
Chef. All right. What do you recommend?
Well, our Sunday menu is pretty limited, but
Okay.
the meatloaf is really good.
Okay. Excellent.
Love the organ.
Oh, really? I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
In this room right here?
It's a historical piece, so technically we're not allowed to play it.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't play it anyway, but...
Well, there is a bongo in the dining room.
Oh, really? Oh,
know
cool. Since we're the only people here, we won't even disturb anyone except ourselves and maybe you.
Anything that distracts from the music that's playing in the dining room is welcome. That's why I keep my speaker in the back loud enough to drown it out.
So how old is this countertop?
I'm not exactly sure. Remember back in the days,
Brought in from somewhere else.
this was originally a stable, so know that.
Oh,
but
neat.
yeah.
Cool.
And somewhere down the line became bar, and it's been like that ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, apparent, from what I understand, there was another historical building that was being torn down or whatever, and they rescued the bar top. And
Okay.
Nice.
That's smart. Yeah.
So the bar might actually be carrying in some of its own ghosts.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some tonight. On our security cameras. We have security cameras on our RV that we're just like getting used to. So yeah, who knows what we'll catch.
Very possible. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and is this where it was on TV, the Ghost Hunters or something came? We'll have to watch that episode now that we've been here. The Ghost Hunters came here and filmed and looked for ghosts.
Okay.
It's not.
According to the owners, they've been here 4 times.
Wow. Well, we'll have to look for those
Did they
episodes.
find many ghosts?
Oh, definitely.
They say they
This is one
do.
of the most haunted spots in all
Yeah.
Virginia City.
Really?
Virginia City is known for its ghosts.
So think of that tonight when you hear those sounds. So, do you hear coyotes out there?
Not so often, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Most of the
Surprisingly
howling
enough.
is from the ghosts.
Most of it, yeah. Or whatever person is dumping that in the bars.
Had a little bit too many of these.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was coming home, I saw the moon, I just won a bunch of money playing poker. I let loose a howl.
There you
and
go.
The dog started howling along throughout town.
I see it a chorus.
That was pretty alright.
Cool. So what's Virginia City like up there on a Monday?
On a
Because we
Monday,
didn't stop there today.
Depends on what Monday you're going in.
Tomorrow.
In this town, during this time, it's I wouldn't call it a ghost town. There's gonna be some people there and all that.
That's okay.
It's not like what it is during the winter. You know,
Yeah.
You go up there during the winter time. There's like nothing
Dead.
to do up there.
Yeah.
There's nobody out there.
We drove through it today, and it's like, let's just go get settled. If there was a shuttle, we'd have taken it back up, maybe. But when we got here, it was like, well, let's walk around here. So we might go back up there tomorrow before we leave the area.
For sure.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of fun up there. Definitely worth seeing.
Yeah.
A lot of history too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, my favorite piece of Virginia City history, I'll share it with you.
Yeah.
My other job is I give out the historical tours on the train.
Really?
Conductor on there and everything.
Wow.
Okay.
So one thing I know about this town is, you know how Mark Twain was out here, right?
Yeah.
Came to town, Samuel Clemens first started penning his name out here, Mark Twain,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
In
Wow.
Virginia City.
Okay.
Writing for the Territorial Enterprise, the local
Okay.
newspaper.
Okay.
And it was something that, because like conventional history will tell you, Mark Twain got his pen name because he was a riverboat captain. That's what they tell you, right? That's how they mark the depths of the water when you're a riverboat captain. Mark 1 or Mark Twain? Want me to start over?
No,
All right.
you've been on film
Oh, good to know.
speaking, just not your face. So.
All right. So there's Mark 1, Mark Twain. That's conventional history will tell you. That's how Mark Twain got his pen name.
Okay.
But here in Virginia City, we know another name. Remember, this is where he first penned his name.
Right.
He was also a celebrated drinker.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Whenever he went into his favorite saloon in town, out by Piper's Opera House, if you were drinking alone up there, they'd write up on the board, Mark 1. If you're drinking with someone else, they'd write up on the board, Mark Twain. Mark Twain never drank alone. According to a lot of his colleagues, never paid for his own drinks either. Get it? There
Got
goes
it.
old Mark Twain again.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
You're looking for more gold, you know.
Yeah.
They found some, right? They kept striking up this like weird blue mud while they were doing it, and they hated that stuff. It kept like jamming up their equipment. They called it that infernal blue muck. Eventually, they did studies on it and realized that infernal blue muck was more valuable than any of the gold you're digging out.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
it was rich with silver.
A
Wow.
little bit of chemical reaction and extract it, and
Exactly. Yeah.
there you go. Huh.
Hmm. Neat.
It's actually a funny story. Do you know how they got the name Comstock?
Uh-uh.
It's a really funny story.
Okay.
Because when they first started panning out here, right? There are 2 guys panning out here, right? They struck upon some gold. And this guy who was watching them went up to them and said, "By the way, I own all this land. but I'll let you pan out here, and all I ask for in return is 20% of proceeds. Right? It sounded like too good to be true. The guy's name is Comstock, and it was too good to be true. He didn't own any of the land. He's a con man. It was a total grift. He became known as the Comstock for that reason.
Interesting.
That is.
I mean, how do you check? You're out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, you tell me
Take
you
his
know
word
that,
for it.
20%?
Yeah, they didn't exactly have Google back.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or even documented ownership.
It was claim jumping. That's pretty much
Right.
the simple term for it.
Right.
But the way it turned out, the guy was just a shepherd.
I see people. I'm going to go talk them into giving me what they're doing.
Exactly. Great room. One room you can eat in. Also have the dining room.
Everything, this room is all original.
Wow.
You want to eat in here?
Let's see this room first. Oh, sorry.
This one's got some great views of the mountains.
No, it does. What do you think, Nan? You want to eat in the old room or the... Wow, look at the window. Yeah, we need to eat with the mountain view.
There you are.
I don't know. You're putting this in the furthest away table.
Look at that. It's the best view.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Table in the room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Nice. So here's the mine in operation. Some of the miners. Look at that young child in the center of that picture. Gold Hill. Is this the hotel we're in? Back in the day. And there's the town. There's the Gold Hill Hotel back in the day. So this was the first hotel in Nevada that could be called a hotel, because before this, the miners lived in tents, and then they built a building and called it a hotel. Here's the train tracks and the station. Look at that old car. Here's the saloon. So sorry about the reflections. There's ceiling lights that are reflecting in the glass on these pictures. So that's what makes it look like little stars. Look at the faces of those people. So what was the Mark Twain story? You just read it. I showed the pictures, but I didn't see the story.
That he came here for 5 wild years and got a job with the newspaper when he needed to kind of settle down, and that's where he started his writing.
So he was here for 5 years. I didn't realize he was here that long.
Yeah.
Wow. And started his career here. And the bartender said he adopted his name while he was here. Wow.
Because he enjoyed drinking so much and never left.
Right.
Mark Twain.
Cool. Newspaper article, 4 parishes, fire sweeps mine. (1920) miners. And this is C Street in Virginia, which we'll go explore tomorrow morning when we leave here.